Miss Monica! Yeah! Okay, now, Monica, I heard you have something you want to announce.
I do.
You do?
Okay, so everybody today, this is my album, Code Red.
Yes!
This is the thing. This is so bittersweet because my contract has now come to an end. Oh. It's bittersweet because RCA, which started as Arista Records, I came from Rowdy. I was discovered by Dallas Austin. And he took me to Clive Davis, and I stayed there. Even as the names changed, I stayed loyal to them. They stayed loyal to me. And one thing I always say, even though we didn't decide to do more albums together, I love remembering all the good things that happened from 12 years old. No, straight up. From 12 years old to right now at 36, they were with me for so long. They supported me, so as I give every single one of you a copy of Code Red, it is me just celebrating everything that was good and saying thank you to them for loving me for so long and letting me just sing, because they said you couldn't do it being from where I'm from.
See?
Starting with nothing. This is, yes, anything is possible.
Give me my copy. This is mine right here.
I know. I bet I have
exciting.
mine in my room. Oh my God, look at the pictures. That's my favorite, right? When you open up a CD and the pictures on the inside.
That's why I still like getting CDs.
Yes,
I do
that
too.
is true.
I do
Hold
too.
it, read the credits,
I
read
do
the
too.
album thank yous.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
They don't know nothing about that. Thank you, Miss Monica, for
Yeah.
giving exciting. Well, speaking of exciting, Monica, are you ready for some girl chat?
You know it.
Okay, we got to put you to work now, all right?
All right.
First up, despite the fact that more than 50 women have come forward alleging that Bill Cosby sexually assaulted or drugged them, the comedian reportedly plans to resume his career after his ongoing court cases are over. Now, after several plaintiffs suing Cosby made an attempt to retrieve his business records, Cosby's lawyers argued that sharing his records will hurt his future business dealings. After all of this, do you think Bill Cosby can have any sort of career after so many allegations are against him, you know? I mean, he 80. Why don't you go and eat some Jell-O pudding? You 80, dude.
No,
But you
there's
know what,
truth in that.
realistically,
There-
after those lawyer fees,
Yes.
it's probably a different motivation there.
Yes.
And I'm thinking it's a little tricky because I don't know if I want to just watch him. But what I do believe he could get away with is being behind the camera.
Yeah.
Because when you
Yep.
look at some of his reruns, The Cosby Show is still one of the greatest shows
Yes, it
ever.
really is.
It's
You
better-
can't take that away
Yeah.
from him.
It's better than
Yeah.
better than a lot of what's on TV right now. So what I think is best, and this is just my opinion, we all got one that don't
Right.
make mine any more special than the next person. I say stay behind the camera. But
I don't know. I'm not even there yet because I got to be honest with you. I don't want to see this man step back into the career limelight because I don't want these alleged actions popping up again. I don't want to see any of this possibly happening again because I just think that when people have two things, money and power, there's an abuse behind that that can be very dangerous. And we're not talking about one case, we're talking about 50 alleged cases.
50.
50.
And I don't want what I said to be misconstrued. What I'm saying is what I think will work. Because what I feel...
Behind the scenes,
I
you mean like not
recognize-
in front of the camera?
Yes.
Like he's a great
Yes.
writer.
I'm not saying that I
writes.
feel that it's right, and this is
And
not a condoning of the
whether-
acts. But I'm just saying I think it'll work
Yeah.
because the view in public, they typically don't read. You can post a picture, and they only catch the first line of the caption.
That is so
That
true.
is true.
So what I mean is like I think it could work.
Yes.
That's just me to Camille.
Yeah, if you were going to Olivia Pope the
She gotta work.
situation,
Right.
that's
And the reality
what it would
is,
be.
but the reality is there are some people who are able to separate talent and their accusations because let's just look at Michael Jackson. There were tons of allegations against
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, but people still bought some albums. And then Woody Allen. There was actually a sexual allegation against Woody Allen.
No,
He
it wasn't
still-
an allegation. He really
Well,
did marry.
I know, but I'm just saying
Oh,
that
oh,
for the world.
Missed it.
I'm
Look,
just
I
saying,
missed it.
I'm
Yeah,
being
yeah,
politically
Yeah.
correct, but
I'll just say it for you.
yes.
He married the daughter that he raised, an adopted daughter that he raised with his ex-wife.
Oh.
He
But there are
once
people
she
who
became,
still, they
when
love
she became
him.
18, tell me if I'm accurate, when she became 18, he married the daughter he raised as his
I
adopted
see
child.
him as being 80, and I don't know.
Yes.
It's
The thing is, she was still
Oh,
a child,
what?
though, Tina.
Yeah,
She was still
she was
a child.
and he raised her. So there's
Yeah.
the question of what was happening before
and children
18.
cannot consent at a certain
Yeah,
age.
there's some indirect hidden
Yeah.
things that's happening with that.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
people, there are
But-
tons of people who still support him and his movies.
R. Kelly?
Yep. So all I'm saying is,
I just had a wedding and I stepped in the name of
It-
love. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, you know,
He played the
there-
song.
See, this
So
is the
people
thing
just
about R.
separate
Kelly. R. Kelly make a song and we all forget what he done did. That's the thing. You know what I
He
mean?
be trapped
We
in the
like,
closet. He comes out the closet. Like, it's a lot. But
I know.
I mean, the songs are still
I
really
just
good.
wish, I just want to see these cases come to justice, and
Yes,
that's what I
that
think
is
is
true.
what we're missing.
Yes.
Forget about what's going to happen after. Let's deal with what's happening now, and we really do have a problem, especially in our industry, because this is happening. And you know, we never really talked about this whole Cosby case because we respect Bill Cosby. He's a person that, you know, we didn't think that these type of accusations would come of him. So it puts us in a very bad position.
and the Cosby Show is one of the reasons why I became an actress.
Really?
And I don't see. He's Dr. Huxtable to
Have
me.
you met him? Like, you've met him?
I haven't met him. No.
You ain't had no coffee with him, Tim? You ain't...
I would not.
I've met him. I've
You
met him
have?
several times. Yeah.
What is he like?
Actually, when I met him, he was exactly like the show.
Dr.
It
Huxtable.
seemed very organic. He was very respectful. You speak, even if you speak to different people that have been on the show, their perception, feelings, and interactions with him were nothing like the allegations that you read. And that's why so many people are so confused on
Right.
the inside about it.
Did he
because-
offer you anything to drink?
He know where I'm from.
Jeannie feels some real type of way.
Look
She
at her
does.
face.
Jeannie definitely feels the
You
type
guys,
of way.
you know me. I'm a fighter against victims
Yes.
of sexual
And
abuse.
I
And your
completely agree with
reasons
that.
are valid.
It's just it's something very personal
Yes.
to me.
That's my concern.
Yeah.
That we give these women the right to stand
Yes.
up and have their day in court because there's a lot of women.
And maybe
so.
before you start thinking about the aftermath of your career, let's really focus on making sure that if you did not do this, that be cleared and that you be cleared of these allegations. That
Absolutely.
should be his number one focus.
Well, speaking of coming back, we all just got back from Paris, where we celebrated Adrian and Israel's wedding. It was so much fun.
The bomb!
Oh my goodness. It was fun, especially because you guys, we got to travel all together.
Yes, we did.
We did.
I sat right next to Lonnie on the flight going.
Yes. I love to travel, but nothing makes me crazier than dealing with a bad tourist. But how can you really tell if you are one? Do you all think that you're a good tourist and behave appropriately when you're away?
Why don't you start out, Tim?
Me? I think I'm a great tourist.
You
honestly.
are.
I am. I like to immerse myself in the culture. I like to learn a couple of things
Keep
in
talking.
their language. Why are you saying that, Lonnie?
Because tell them what you did when you got. What did I have to tell you?
Yes,
when we got
let's
into
keep
the
it
museum?
100. Come
No,
on.
I actually am a great traveler. But what?
Yeah, but you talk real loud in the museum.
No, I don't.
You did.
What are you saying?
And we were with Amy, our friend, and as we were going through, the museum in France, it's
The
like
Louvre.
the Louvre. Oh my God! Look! Oh!
But I said it in French. I said, "Oh mon Dieu." That's what I can respect that.
don't matter.
She did.
I
Guys,
did.
as soon as we landed, we were getting our baggage, and Tamara was speaking French.
Yes, they could see that I'm trying.
Yes, she was speaking. She was practicing
But it was
French.
still
Yes,
loud. And the French people, I don't know much French, but when they going I'm like, wait a minute.
What? Wait, I'm all about that though. I too like to immerse myself in the culture, and so for me, when I travel, you guys, I get so I just get so wrapped up into the moment that I'm not aware. So I have to apologize for anybody who's caught me out on the run when I'm going crazy. But you know, one thing I really empathize with when I travel are people who take people who don't get opportunities to travel, like moms taking their kids to Disneyland or taking their kids overseas.
Yeah.
For me, not calling my mother a kid, but for me, Mama Mai has never traveled outside of just immigrating here from Vietnam. So when I take her out, I live vicariously through her.
Yes.
She takes pictures of the stop signs. She takes pictures of people stopping.
It's awesome.
love
She
Yes.
appreciates
This
She
is her,
really
you guys,
does.
in a French Uber and leaning all up in the dude's zone. Look at her all taking pictures of
She's
things.
in it.
And I
She's
love
so
that.
awesome.
This is the thing. Travel and Leisure magazine has a list of what not to do when
Oh, gosh.
traveling.
Let's
Okay,
pay
I need it. I need it.
Never walk around with a selfie stick.
Oh,
I mean,
I
my
had
selfie
a
stick is
family
built
friend
in.
that definitely did that.
Yeah, they love selfie sticks, especially when we were in Notre Dame. They had to.
Didn't we get hit by one?
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I
Because
had
my
a
people
selfie
love
stick.
selfie sticks, and I'm
They
okay
sure
with that.
did.
My
They say
people
that,
love a
but-
good
Somebody
selfie
brought
stick.
a selfie stick to my reception and was like,
They
selfie
sure
stick.
did.
Was it
Yeah.
Mama Mai?
No.
No,
But
it was
I love her
somebody
who
else.
had
Oh
it. It
my
was,
God.
it was a
It
good
was
idea. She
But
had to
in the
bother people.
museums, like especially places that are more sacred, like a church and things like that, you should be quiet and you should,
I
not.
was quiet in the church, Lonnie. I was quiet in the church.
Yeah, but didn't I tell you? I said, please, Tam.
Lonnie did
walk-
say, Tamara, please be quiet.
And you were like, okay, but it's so beautiful, and I know she was excited. But also, when you're in a museum, never put your hands on the artwork.
Oh,
They-
that's
a smart
But
one.
a lot of people don't know that, like because sometimes, like where we were, we went to Napoleon's apartments.
in
Yes.
the Louvre.
You think you could sit down on the furniture? You can't. Don't
Do not.
sit down
Wow.
on that furniture.
Yes.
It might fall apart because it's so
Yeah.
old. You know?
Yeah.
It's
Same
like
thing in
that.
Versailles. You actually get to see like where Marie Antoinette slept, her bed and stuff like that. And do not cross if you see ropes
Don't
around
cross
things,
the ropes.
Don't cross the ropes.
Yes,
You
I
know.
do think it's polite when you travel, though, to learn the basics. Like, always learn thank you in a different language.
Yes.
Always.
And
Merci beaucoup.
where is the toilet?
Yes.
Where is the toilet?
I
I
only
know
know.
it's gonna be signs.
No,
Y'all
not
know
always.
it's gonna be signs. I ain't been nowhere with no signs.
No, because I was kind of mixed up in France because their sign for exit is a man running like this, right? So I'm thinking that's the emergency exit,
Yeah.
but that was just the regular exit because I don't
Yeah,
know.
you didn't know that he was
Running.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like he
Yeah.
looked like he getting up out of there.
Yeah.
Now you know
what I'm
I
saying?
do.
Like-
Now I will say this: I do learn some stuff when I perform.
Okay.
Okay.
I do.
Okay, you
when-
travel. Yeah, you tour.
Yeah, I do, and I'm being a little bit silly, but I do stay me wherever I go. I just know when to turn me down and when to turn me up.
Yeah.
And in Vietnam, everything was so sacred and beautiful,
Yes.
and it was obvious to be quiet. Sometimes common sense ain't that common, but for me, it always is. So I just kind
Yay.
of follow. You know, they say when in Rome, do as the Romans do. That's what I do everywhere I go. I just
Look
change
around
the
you.
names. I look around, but I
Yeah.
did learn, like in Japan, domo arigato. I did learn
Yes.
because I want you to know that I respect you.
Yes.
It's really
And
not for me to
right.
find my way around.
Yeah,
It's
right.
really
I
because
agree.
I respect you. I
Yeah.
respect your people, you know,
Yep.
and I try to learn chicken.
Yes,
wherever I go.
and
Chicken.
Chicken.
Word chicken.
And also, you guys,
Boy,
being
yo.
Americans, let's not forget, a lot of people love traveling to America, especially Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So I'm that girl who will always, like, be on the lookout to help people. If people ask for
Yes.
directions, or if you see people struggling to get that picture, get in there and ask them, can I
That
take that
is
picture
so
for
nice.
you?
Yes.
Especially families. Oh, it's everything.
Yeah. If you see them struggling, like you should always offer. Yeah,
Yes.
walk over and say, hey, do you want me to grab that for you? Definitely
Help
smart.
a tourist out.
Lonnie,
That's a good one.
even though I have learned I may have driven you nuts in Paris, but I thought we made a really good traveling buddy team.
You did. I like the pictures.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Lonnie.
Instagram looked like you guys had a good
Come on.
time.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. Come
You
on.
even
Yeah.
wrote it on your Instagram.
I did. I
had
wanted
fun.
you to know, because, yes, but I wanted to talk about this today, because I just want you to know you were very excited. I have to show the picture. It's on my Instagram. I should have brought it.
No,
Her
you
mouth
guys
is
go
open.
Yes, her
Yes.
mouth was
Yes,
open.
her mouth is in the position.
Go to our
Yes.
Instagram because you're gonna see the flood of pictures because Girl Chat can't contain it. We had a bomb time in Paris.
Yes.
Thanks to Israel and Israel.
Yes.
Bomb.
And Lonnie,
Oh,
je
he
me
just-
suis amusée. I
Come on,
had a
girl.
great time avec toi.
Come
With
on,
you.
girl.